Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Welcome to Accelerated Health with SaraBanta. I'm busy wife, mom of 3, and an NAMP certified supplement professional, but that's not all. I'm also the founder of the multi-award winning Accelerated Health Products, a brand offering innovative natural scalar enhanced supplements to optimize your health. And this podcast is not just a source of information, it's a community. We're all here to learn and grow on our health journeys, including me, regardless of where you are today. And the podcast is the springboard to learning, and the free group coaching on Telegram is where we continue learning together. You can ask your questions. I post tips and tools to deepen your health and keep you motivated. So here's what you can expect. New episodes every Monday and Wednesday with in-depth health discussions and expert guests, and then hot topics that are in the news like this one every Friday to keep things fun. And then, of course, followed up with the free group coaching on Telegram, where you learn from other people, you hear their experiences with me, and we just continue the journey. The details are on my website at SaraBantaHealth.com. Have you thought about detoxing, but you're a little worried if it's too much, or you might have those detox flu symptoms, or you're going to be starving and hangry? Well, I've created over 10 unique, easy detox cleanse programs to help you reset your body while feeling great, and you eat real food. So just take the detox quiz at SaraBantaHealth.com to find out which one's right for you. And maybe you're not ready for a detox. You just want to start with 1, maybe 2 supplements, but don't know where to start. Just fill out the protocol form on my website, and I will personally put together a protocol just for you. Just by taking a few steps forward with your health, you literally will change your life. I promise. The difference is I'm here every step of the way to help you on that journey. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about the flu season, and this flu season may be the worst in history, and it is in the news. Well, it's always been a challenge, but this year feels a little different. Now, we're not in a pandemic, right? There's no lockdown. However, it could be even worse because we've got so many things going on. Cases are more severe, recovery times are longer, complications are more common. The typical regimen and protocol that you would get from your doctor isn't quite working like it used to. And there's evidence from various sources such as water or wastewater data and hospital admissions that are pointing to an alarming surge in flu cases. According to the CDC, over 160,000 people have already been hospitalized during the flu complications this season, and more than 6,600 have tragically lost their lives. And the flu is not just only a respiratory virus in circulation. There are the common cold, whooping cough is up 5-fold, RSV, strep, pneumonia, and of course COVID. They're all circulating, and you kind of don't even know which one you got. I can tell you, as you can hear, I'm a little nasally. Why? Because I got affected. I was exposed. Now, I had a fever for 1 night, and I feel fine. So my immune system's strong. I'm handling it fine, and I'm going to tell you the protocol that I've been using and why I think it worked. The other people in my house got exposed as well, and they're recovering better than most. So I can tell you these things work. I do everything I tell myself to do. Some people in my family just do a few things because they can't quite handle everything we're talking about. So believe me, I understand when we're talking about the tolerance of taking supplements and doing all the right diet and everything like that. And then, of course, sleep and stress management is a huge part of this. So what are the flu symptoms to look out for? Fever or chills, right? If you're getting chills or hot and cold, you definitely have a fever and those body aches. Cough and it can be deep, it can be wet, it can be dry. Sore throat. The sore throat is so painful you can't even swallow water. Runny nose or stuffy nose, fatigue, extreme tiredness, headache, vomiting or diarrhea, which is more common in children. And why it could get worse? Well, the flu tends to hit the highest levels in February, and we're not even there yet. So we could even be waiting for more to come, right? So what's behind this sudden surge? Well, emerging evidence suggests that the presence of the spike protein and COVID has made everything worse. We've talked about the fact that the spike protein, it inhibits the immune system. It causes a disruption in the liver, which is causing insulin dysregulation, weight gain, mood issues, water retention, hormonal dysregulation. Periods are getting worse. PMS is getting worse. Infertility, and then menopause symptoms are getting worse. Sleep is getting worse. All of those things. But what else is it doing? It's the gift that keeps on giving. It is triggering all of these dormant viruses, strep, Epstein-Barr, and varicella virus. I've talked about my own experience with the varicella virus. It was in my eye. It was causing blurred vision. It was found in a client's ovaries, causing horrific period pain. So many things. And I had chicken pox. That's the varicella virus. But it was dormant and then it came up. So this is something that is new. This is a new threat. This is going to be our new world. And that spike protein is just creating systemic inflammation. It's disrupting mitochondrial function, reducing cellular energy and the immune system's ability to be efficient. It activates those viruses. It overloads the detox pathways. That's why our livers are being backed up, and maybe you can't eat that high fat diet that you used to be able to eat because your liver can't process fat or protein. Maybe you're not gaining the muscle weight that you think you should be with all of that protein you're eating. Well, your liver's got to break it down into amino acids and make it usable. If your liver's not working, nothing works. That's where your thyroid hormones convert, right? If your thyroid's dampened, that's your master endocrine gland. Then guess what else is suffering? Your immune system. All of these things are affecting it. And the overload of the detox pathways, not just from the spike protein because it's not working as well, but then you've got the radiation from your phone and the toxins, the fluoride in the water, microplastics, all the things we talk about. That is going to inhibit your immune system, and it impairs the blood-brain barrier, contributing to symptoms like brain fog, fatigue during illness. So this is causing immune fatigue. So many individuals are dealing with what's known as immune fatigue, and that's the immune system is worn out from fighting continuous stressors, including long COVID, chronic exposure to the toxins, and the spike protein all together. So the body is vulnerable to these secondary infections, such as bacterial pneumonia, and then the complications that come with it. What do we do about it? I'm going to tell you what I did about it. Now, the number one supplement to use, I can't talk about on this podcast because then the podcast will be taken down. So you need to message me or comment number one to find out what that number one supplement is, because you can nebulize it and put it directly into your lungs to get rid of that cough, the bronchitis, the pneumonia, to really go after it. And it is that same supplement that has started my business because of my experience with my son at 9 years old when he had leukemia. So there you go. Number one, comment or DM me number one, and you will get that number one supplement. Okay, number two is acceleridine iodine. Guess what? Acceleridine iodine, or I should say iodine, was used during the Spanish 1918 Spanish flu pandemic. Before any of these other drugs were available, they used iodine. Iodine is a critical mineral for overall health. Of course, your thyroid function, you need it if you have hypothyroidism, even Hashimoto's, but it helps with the T3, T2, T4, which stands for 3, 2, 4 molecules of iodine. How do you have thyroid hormones without iodine, right? So you need it for your thyroid, which then boosts your immune system and all of those things. So you need that iodine for that. But you also need it for your immune system. So here we've got our cell, okay? Inside the cell, you need iodine to increase that ATP in the mitochondria. The number one cause for mitochondrial failure, iodine deficiency. Did you remember what I said about what the spike protein is doing to our mitochondria and all of the other toxins? It's killing off our mitochondria. It's accelerated aging and death, right? So that is, you really want to protect your mitochondria. So it increases that ATP, that cellular energy that's going to give you the energy to go to the gym, but it's also going to give your immune system the energy to work. Then you need the iodine on that cell membrane to let the toxins out of the cells and the nutrients in. That it has that iodo-lipid value, fat and iodine value. That's where the phosphatidylcholine and iodine paired together strengthens that cell membrane, helps it be fluid and not rigid so you can let things out and let things in. But iodine outside the cell, guess what it does? It kills viruses, bacteria, parasites, candida, fungus, all of those things. And no pathogen is resistant to iodine. Unlike these antibiotics or antivirals, your body can become resistant. And that's part of the issue too. And why you're not getting better like you used to is our bodies have become resistant. Accelerating iodine is the only monoatomic iodine with nearly 100% absorption. So unlike other iodine supplements that are diatomic, meaning it has to be pulled apart from another molecule to be used by the body, accelerating iodine is one molecule of iodine that is looking to do its job and attach to those receptor sites. So there's nothing getting in the way, and it gets into your brain and your thyroid and your body, your breast tissue, helping prevent breast cancers and all of those things. So it boosts the thyroid function. It also detoxes the body. So it cleanses the blood so the liver can do its job. It's helping with your liver health, which is being killed off or bombarded and dampened by things like the spike protein and all the toxins, the microplastics, everything. It is a natural detoxifier. It displaces those toxic halogens like fluoride, bromine, and chlorine out of the body. Guess what? Bromide, it's illegal in Europe. And fluoride, the US government has even recognized that it's dumbing down our children and causing lower IQ by putting fluoride in our water and our toothpaste. So what you can do to protect yourself is have that iodine fill those receptor sites so there's no place for the fluoride, the bromide, and the chlorine to get in. Now, we just had those horrific fires in California, and guess what they're using for fire retardant? It's bromide. Yes, we need it, of course, but we're breathing in these toxins, and that's not even accounting for all of the other toxic materials that are in the air from the fires that we're all being exposed to. So accelerating iodine is the number one way to protect yourself from the toxins, but also boost your immune system. It also helps enhance apoptosis. Apoptosis is the body's natural process of eliminating damaged or dysfunctioning cells, and that's critical for preventing illnesses and promoting that tissue repair. And the iodine boosts this process, helping the immune system. Then it helps with the cellular energy. It also improves sinus and respiratory health. So like the number one supplement, you can nebulize accelerating iodine. And it has been shown to, you of course want to make sure you dilute it, okay? But you don't do it just straight, but you put it in the nebulizer and it goes down into that lungs and gets right at the root of the cause and will help kill off and devitalize those foreign pathogens. You can actually even use a nebulizer and put that face mask over your eye for pink eye or eye infections. You can probably do it over your ears. I don't know why you wouldn't, but you want to make sure you dilute it. It can neutralize those pathogens. It's also extremely good at reducing inflammation throughout the body or localized. I use it topically. I can put it on a skin rash with my accelerated scalar castor oil to reduce inflammation and kill off whatever fungus or parasite or anything that's trying to come out of my skin, eczema, psoriasis, acne. And I actually put it all over my face at night as like a natural beauty face mask. It helps with the acne, it helps with brown spots, all those great things. But iodine also helps with balancing the hormones. It helps with estrogen dominance, and that is affecting everyone, all ages. We've got young people who are having horrific menstrual cycles. We're having infertility in the mid years, and we've got horrific menopausal and perimenopausal symptoms because of a lack of iodine and estrogen dominance. And then we've got our men who are suffering from low testosterone, and us women as well. But that estrogen dominance is caused by all of these toxins, and iodine helps balance out estrogen and progesterone. Okay, so how do you take it? You want to start with 3 drops in water 3 times a day, gradually increase by 1 drop per dose per day until you reach 25 drops 3 times a day. This may sound like a lot, but with all of these threats that are coming at us, we need to make sure we are sufficiently supplementing with iodine. It's not in our diet anymore. It's not in those salts anymore. And the salts are full of microplastics, inhibiting the absorption of the little iodine that might be in there. And the iodine might be contaminated by coming from the Asias where they have been exposed to Fukushima. So you also want to start slow because it allows your body to adjust to the detoxification process, right? So if you're kicking out these toxins, detox flu symptoms might show up, but that's where the accelerated ancient salt comes in. That helps plump up the blood to get the toxins out, or the accelerated cellular detox powder to soak up the toxins and carry them out of your body very gently. Topically, once again, you can use the Accelerdyne iodine with the accelerated scalar castor oil for local detoxification or immune support. And you can put it on your lymph nodes or your swollen areas. You can put it over your cramps if you're having PMS cramps. You can put it over your fibroids, and it will help with that as well. The castor oil helps the iodine soak in deeper into the body and reducing inflammation. Nebulizing, mix 6 drops of the iodine with 2 tablespoons of water and nebulize a couple times a day, as much as you want. You can also use it in a neti pot. My family uses that as well. So Accelerdyne iodine is unmatched, right? We've got close to 100% absorption. It is free of contaminants, heavy metals, radiation, which are common in other ones. And it also acts as a detoxifier and neutralizing the harmful halogens, heavy metals, environmental toxins, and boosts the immune system. It is enhanced with scalar frequencies like all of our accelerated health products, which increase the efficacy and detoxification. So you can use it, like I said, orally, topically, nebulized. Okay, number 3, it's been in the news a lot, accelerated methylene blue. Methylene blue, it has been a game changer, and people are really coming to understand the benefits of it. It enhances the mitochondrial function. It combats infections, particularly during this season. It's antiviral. It's antimicrobial. It was used for malaria, one of the hardest viruses to fight, right? The mitochondria are the powerhouses of our cells, and they produce that ATP. Well, accelerated methylene blue helps increase ATP. It's also going to give you energy to go to the gym and do life. And guess what else it does? It boosts your mood. It helps with anxiety and depression. It also helps prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's at higher doses. And that's been in the news as well. Google it. The power of methylene blue is there's a long list. So the accelerated methylene blue is made with distilled John Del Ellis distilled water, and it is put through a grander system that gives it life force. It gives it energy, and just the water alone used helps kill viruses. It fights oxidative stress. It helps with the free radicals. It helps with energy and fatigue and supports that immune resilience in your body. Just take it a couple times a day, and you honestly cannot overdose on it. Your urine may turn blue, but that's okay. Okay, so next, vitamin D. We always talk about that. Most of us are low. Even me in Southern California, I love being out in the sun without sunscreen, and I still am borderline low vitamin D, especially during the winter months. You want to increase your vitamin D intake. Another herbal supplement that I love, it's been a household staple in our first aid kit, especially when we've been exposed to something or we feel something coming on. It's not something to take all the time. Isadis Gold. It's a blend of traditionally used Chinese medicine herbals that are targeting viral infections and inflammation. It helps reduce fever, sore throat, congestion. I always say take it at the start of something if you feel it until it's gone. SaraMend. Well, what is SaraMend? It's serapeptase. This is the key ingredient in SaraMend. It's an enzyme known for its ability to reduce inflammation and break down mucus. It also cleans up the debris from the spike protein. This is something I take daily. Reduces inflammation. And it thins that mucus, improves the sinus drainage, helps relieve the flu symptoms and congestion and coughing. You also can use quercetin. Quercetin is a powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and antiviral. It inhibits the viral replication, reduces the severity of the symptoms, so it can also help zinc enter the cells more effectively with that enhanced viral activity. So lastly, the Hiwi. This Hiwi has over 60,000 different programs, from anxiety and stress to sleep. I've been doing the sleep program lately and sleeping so much better. Hair growth, thyroid, fat burning. It even has an Ozempic program for those of you curious about that. But what else does it have? It has every single virus or bacteria or parasite or fungus that you could think of specifically on here. So if you are looking for a COVID program or a strep program or Epstein-Barr program, I've used this for everyone in my family for all of these things, and I've seen it work. Varicella virus, I had to do that for myself. You can put the TENS pads anywhere on your body. You can put it directly around your throat or your lungs if that's where you're having issues. You can put it on your wrists or your ankles. You can wear it during the day, wear it when you're sleeping. You can change the program 1,000 times a day if you want. Super easy to use. It is the most cost-effective technology I have come across. And believe me, I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on technologies that don't work as well. If I was on a deserted island and I could take any technology regardless of cost, this is the one that's coming with me. So hopefully this was helpful. Do not get down or afraid of going out and being a part of life in society because of this flu season. Don't get scared. You've got tools, and these tools work. And I'm living proof, as I have had to deal with it myself over the last week or so. So thanks for listening. Our discussion does not have to stop here. If you're feeling lost in the supplement world, I'm here to help. I know it can be confusing. You can start by getting your free supplement protocol. Head to SaraBantaHealth.com, complete the form, and I will personally put together a protocol for you. And follow me on social media at Accelerated Health Products. Join the free group coaching on Telegram. There's no downside. I answer your questions. I'll tell you which supplement was the #1 supplement. And because I can tell you there, listen to this podcast and all of my podcasts by searching Accelerated Health with SaraBanta on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, E360, iHeartRadio, Amazon, and over 100 different platforms. Share this episode with your friends and family. Everyone's getting exposed. There's no way not to, and they need to hear it. You can use coupon podcast10 to get 10% off your first order. Remember, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so join me next time for more ways to unlock your health potential.